Okay, let's continue this sixth semester VTU syllabus. The subject code BCS601 and the subject is cloud computing. So till now I have uploaded module 1, module 2 and module 3 important questions and important topics based on the previous year question paper and the model question paper with a reference and discussed briefly overview of each module. So in this video we are going to discussing about the module 4 important concepts and overview of this entire module. Okay, so let's start without wasting time. In this module 4 there are two chapters, cloud security and cloud security and trust management. uh, this is from chapter textbook number 2, and this chapter is from textbook number 1. So and moreover in this first chapter there are no diagrams, not at all. I think only one diagram is there, that is also a XOR architecture, I think. uh, Other than that there is no diagrams, guys. But in the second module, cloud security and trust management, there are few diagrams are there. You must have to practice those diagrams, and those concept and topics are very important. Those question, based on those concepts, questions are asked in the previous year question papers. So that's why. And moreover, this is a 2022 scheme, so we have only one previous year question paper, that is with the reference and along with the model question paper. Let's see the important topics. So where and more and guys, don't sit and read entire PDF. Wherever I have highlighted the topics, no, you just have to focus on those topics. Let's see one by one. So first one is cloud security risks. It is an important concept. There's a chances of appearing this question in the upcoming exam, because see, cloud security risk, there's a broadly classified, categorized into three types. So first one is traditional security threats. Second one is threats to the system availability, and third one is threats from the third party data control. You just remember these three categories. So if they asked about the cloud security risk, you have to explain about the cloud security, why we need for the cloud. So obviously if we are storing the data, there must be a security for each and every data and resources, right? So for that reason, there are classified into three types. So let's see one by one. Traditional security threats. So in this first one, traditional security threats, um, uh, you know why, increased impact, why it has an impact. So due to the large user base and the shared resources. So in the traditional security threats, uh, large user base and security resource impact. For that reason, it is existed. And key attack vectors, see, distributed denial of a service, that is DDoS attacks. So this DDoS attacks, overloading the cloud service to block the legitimate access. So every each and every day we are getting a lot of resources, right? So to manage that, in this traditional security threats, some you know points are discussed and points are given in this description. So that is the thing. And second one, system availability threats. So again, in this system availability or also some threats are arriving. So to avoid that, we need a security for that. So security risk, in the security risk, it is a second type, a second category. Then third one is a third party data control risk. So in this, the third party data control risk, there are again lack of transparency is there, data loss risk is there, cloud provide apinage is there. So with my suggestion is, don't sit and by heart all this entire thing. You just have to understand. Mainly there are three categories you must have to remember. Then obviously based on that category you need to explain in this exam. Again, cloud security aliens is there, that is a CSA. Here some reports are listed over here. So first one, to in this in the 2020, 20 in the year 2020, 10 CSA 2010, in this is 2010 CSA report, 7 major clouds are listed. Again, further in the year 2016, it is increased into 12. Top 12 cloud security threats are listed here. So these threats you just remember, because there's a chance of asking this question also. But I'm focusing on whatever the questions they have asked, those topics. Again, yeah, uh, this is all about the 2016. Then again, 2011 CSA report, risk mitigation strategy they have applied. uh, those are all multi-factor authentication, encryption of sensitive data, regular security audits, network segment and access control. And fourth one is cloud attack surface analysis, and additional cloud security threats and risk. So finally, risk mitigation strategies are there. You just go through description. Why I am not explaining all this concept? Because guys, this question is not asked, but the thing, there's a chances. So that's why I just highlighted. Let's see the next topic. Yeah, it is very very important. See, cloud data security and encryption techniques. Encryption techniques and cloud data security and challenges. Uh, this question has been appeared in the question paper, where in the sense, in the previous year question paper itself, I think. Okay, so yeah, there this question is there. So let's see the cloud security and the encryption techniques. So these are the let's see the encryption techniques. So first one, introduction to the privacy. What do you mean by privacy, and why we need for the security is obviously, to secure, privacy purpose, we need a security in the data, in the cloud. Okay, so that is the thing, that is one of the techniques. Second one is privacy laws and their limitation. So privacy laws and their limitation. Third one is digital age privacy challenge. So digital age privacy challenge is also there. Then cloud privacy concern. Again here, lack of user control, unauthorized secondary use data proliferation, and dynamic provisioning and outsourcing risk is there. Then fifth one, privacy regulation and fair information practice. Sixth one, privacy impact assessment in a cloud computing. So seventh one, PIA tool and methodology. You need to write these key points, these key number of whatever I highlighted. You just write down in your notebook and practice. That's it. Next, moving on to the, again, yeah, cloud data encryptions. Here mainly they have asked data. Yeah, see, here they have asked directly about the cloud data encryption challenges and future directions. So see, here it is a question where, yeah, summarize the cloud data encryption and challenges in the data encryption. So question is there, right? So so the challenges of cloud data encryptions are performing issues, search optimization, and privacy preserving computations, and regular compliance. You know, complaints. These are the challenges which we are facing in the cloud data encryption. Okay, again, cloud data encryption points are highlighted over here, and again, challenges are also mentioned here. So refer this PDF, you will understand. Next, moving on to the next question, security of a database service. It is also very very important concept, because see, here that question is there. uh, Security of database service. So in the model question paper it has appeared. So let's see one by one. There is a, why we need a data security to maintain the privacy, right? So for that reason we are uh, using this database, security of a database service concept, that is a DBAS. So database as a service. Let's see the entity involved in the database as a service security. There are data owners, database users, and cloud service providers, then third party auditors. These are all four points are entities. Okay. Then major security threats to the DBAS, that is database as a service. There are there's a few parameters are there. Just let's see one by one. The data integrity and confidentiality risks is there. Then external attacks is also one of the major security threats in a DBAS. And multi third one is a multi tenancy risk is there, then availability risk is there. So all these 4 points are major risk threats to the DBAS. Then let's see the security measures. So whatever the measurement they have taken, no, those points, let's discuss over here. Okay, so first one is strong authentication and access control is there. So obviously we need a authentication that is to very strong purpose, so to avoid hacking on all the things. Then uh, data encryption and secure storage, it is also a secure measurement that they have taken. And secure backup and disaster recovery is there. So then fourth one, editing and monitoring, these 4 points are there. Then moving on to the next topic, operating system. From this topic, it, they are not asked, but let's see the next topic. Okay, so the next topic, virtual machine security, it is also very very important, guys, because see that question has been appeared in the model question paper. um, I think yeah, that question appeared in the model question paper. Virtually, yeah, it is there. Discuss how virtual machines are secured. So for this question you need to explain this topic. Okay, let's see the why virtual machine are secured, how they secured in the virtual machine security. So the definition of virtual machine security is there. It refers to the protection of a virtualization environment from the unauthorized access, data branches, malware attacks, and the system vulnerabilities. So to protect and to secure in the virtual machine also we are implemented. Then let's see the importance of this virtual machine security. Why the important it is. Okay, so because of the reason data confidentiality, we need a data confidential maintainability. So for that reason uh, we need a security, right? So that is also one of the important. Then shared resources, while using the resource, definitely will share. So while sharing, no need, sometimes the privacy we need to maintain in that time also. So for that reason, to protect the security, protect there, we need a VM security. Okay, so security resources, then hypervisors attacks, then virtual networks, and finally regulatory compliances. These are the importance in the VM security. Then let's see the key component of security. So it is a diagram. There's a two block diagrams. So first one, virtual security service provided by the hypervisor or a virtual VMM. And in the second one, it is a dedicated security VM. Just practice this diagram. Okay, so let's see the next topic. Yeah, again parameters are there, you just go through that. Next concept, that is a security risk posed by the shared image. This is also very very important. This question is there in this model question paper itself. See, explain the security risk posed by this shared image and management operating system. This is the first one, is security risk posed by the shared image. Then comes the management. Then comes the operating system. Okay, so here in this shared image we have one key terminology, that is AMI, that is Amazon Machine Image. So based on that, how are the Amazon Machine images created, and why we need, and what are the security risks found in the shared AMIs, that is Amazon Machine Images are there. So here again security risk found. uh, First one, vulnerability study on a AWS AMIs. And again second one, three key security risks in a shared AMIs. Again in this sub branch, backdoor and leftover credential is there. Then unsolicited connections and data leaks are there. Again malware and trojan infections are there. Okay, So this is the sub topics, and third one is a risk for AMI's creators. So whatever the risk they will face and all the concepts are discussed, you just have to practice or remember these parameters. That's it. Then fourth one, best practice for a secure for a Amazon machine images users. This is for AMI users and AMI creators. For two purpose they have mentioned. That's it. Then again that question itself, again management of operating system is there. Secured risk posed by the management. Here will understanding the computing base, that is TCB. So whatever what of what are the points it includes? It includes hardware, hypervisor, management OS, and again security risk of DOM 0 management OS, that is. So yeah, these are the parameters are there. You just go through that concept. Yeah, if I start to explain each and every concept, it takes a lengthy. And again I told you, in this first chapter, this the block diagram is the XOR architecture. So key security enhancement in the XOR. So that XOR concept is not till now not at all asked, but the chances of appearing this question is also there. You just practice this diagram as well. Then moving on to the next topic. So yeah, in this first chapter, all these points topics are important. Let's see the second chapter. Here there's a few diagrams are there. You must have to practice those diagrams. Let's see the second in the second chapter, that is the cloud security and trust management. Question is asked. This question is there in the question paper. Cloud security and trust management. Here the cloud security defense strategies. This question asked. See where, yeah, here it is. Write a note on cloud security. Define a defense strategy. Actually, it is a defense strategies. I think spelling mistake it is there. Where it is. Yeah, here it is. Um, See, cloud security defense strategies. Basically, there is a one basic cloud security is there. That is to first one, basic cloud security. What do you mean by security, and why we need in the cloud security? How the to defense the security defense strategies are. What are the strategies are there? All the concepts are there. You just remember the basic cloud security and this cloud and second one, sorry, no need for this I think. And second one, security challenges in the VMs. This has been already explained in the previous concept itself. Security challenges and virtual machine security in the VM security. In that concept we have discussed. Then cloud defense method. So third one is cloud defense method. Then defense with the virtualization, privacy and copyright protection. These are the strategies. Five, I think five. Yes, five strategies. They have been using. And next, moving on to the next topic, distributed intrusion and anatomy detection. This question is also asked. So when they asked about the explain the distribution anomaly detection, you need to explain this diagram itself. So traffic flow pattern of a DDoS attack and the attack traffic flow tree over the 10 routes. See, distributed defense against a DDoS flooding attack is there. Just remember this diagram. And again next topic, that is data and software protection techniques. It is also very important. Here few techniques are there. So first one is data integrity and privacy protection. How the data is integrated. And see, here diagrams who starts from the host A to host B, how it is integrated, and privacy protection is there. uh, Practice this diagram and you will understand. Okay. So then data coloring and the cloud watermarking is there. That is also one of the technique. And the third one is data like in a problem and proactive solution. Five points, and you just have to remember these points itself, guys. No need to read all this content. So this is a hint. to write in your exam. And the next concept, reputation guided protection of a data center. See, this is also important concept because this question is there. um, w- which one? Reputation system in a design opinion. Yeah, it's there in the model question paper. See, explain reputation system and the design options. Here it is there, right? So for that question, you need to explain here. So reputation system design options. There's a one diagram is a diagram is a classification. So this reputation system has classified into two types: centralized and decentralized. Again, in the centralized, there's two topics: user oriented and data center oriented. In the user data oriented, e-base and a social network will see. Whereas in the data center based, there's a Google and Amazon are listed. Likely in the second one, distributed reputation system, there's the same we are classified into two types: user oriented and data center based. In the user oriented, peer and despotive weak is there, and peer despot weak is there, and peer trust is there, then eigen trust. So in the data center based, view et at and power trust is there. So you just practice this diagram and explain with this figure. Okay, so then second one is reputation system for a cloud. Then third one is trust overlay network. And the yeah, these 3 points are the these 3 points are comes under reputation guided protection of a data center. So that's it all about in this module 4. uh, again I'm telling that don't sit and read entire PDF, just whatever the key points and highlighted points are there, just write down those points and uh, remember those points. Okay, so yeah, that's it all in this module 4. Thank you guys. And one more thing, you people also refer this PDF. I will add both first chapter and the second chapter PDF in this description box. If you're watched till now, if you're watching till now, then you will understand the concepts, what are the important topics. And yeah, this is the chapter 2 is from a textbook itself. Yeah, I will also I will add this PDF as well in the textbook, in the description. So yeah, thank you guys. That's it all.